Hello everyone, today I'm going to do my first story time video ever, so I'm quite nervous because I might just ramble and it might not interest you at all, but it's going to be a story time about my experiences at Disneyland Paris, and I'm going to do a few of them in this Vlogmas, so I really hope you're enjoying them and you don't think it's just rambling. Well, I will start with the story time, as its title probably suggests, about how we didn't got dinner at Disneyland Paris one night. Well, I have to be totally honest, it's not Disneyland Paris' fault, or I don't blame them for it at all. Ooh, little plush. I don't blame them for it at all, as it's kind of, as it was kind of my aunt's fault a little bit, as she didn't book anything in advance, and it was quite a busy period when we were there. Well, let's explain first of all, so you know how this kind of happened. Since I was 10, I think we went around when I was 10, 11, something like that, and ever since then I wanted to go back. And the first time I went back, I was 16 years old when I got the present of my aunt to go to Disneyland Paris together with her and my cousin, so her daughter. Well, I was amazed. It's probably still this day one of the best birthday presents I ever got, and I'm still very thankful for it. One of the best times ever. The little downside was the night that we didn't got any dinner because she didn't reserve a hotel buffet and it was fully booked. There was no space for us to eat there. The cafes they have at the hotel, so it's a bar. It's called the Redwood Bar, isn't it, in Sequoia Lodge? They had nothing, literally nothing, food things to serve anymore as well. They were all out of it, all sold out. Before we went to the hotel, we actually looked in the park to eat something there, but we couldn't really agree on something. I kind of flagged Silver Spur Steakhouse. I was like thinking about that, but I don't know why we didn't really do that. I think one of us didn't really want to get that. I'm not sure anymore. But we went to a hotel and decided to do the buffet there, as we loved it as kids when we went last time with the whole family. But we arrived there, no space. They couldn't get us in anymore, and at the bar they didn't have any food as well. I think we ended up eating some snacks, so we had something, but we didn't end up eating anything like dinner wise. It was a disaster. Couldn't really do anything about it because they were fully booked and it was very busy, and as I said, like even the bar was sold out or like of their food stuff, so it probably was already a problem at that moment for people to get food. So not only for us, I think for more people that were like unorganized, because normally you can go unorganized in like Paris and you will get a table somewhere, but for one of the other reasons we were like not getting it. And then my aunt was like, maybe we have to go back to the parks, but we were all too tired, and so I think we ended up with something snacks, but I can't even remember what it was, but I know we didn't have dinner that night. I kind of was very disappointed, as I really wanted to eat at the buffet of Sequoia Lodge and I really looked forward to do it. So I was quite disappointed when we couldn't do it. But in the end, as I said, it's not Disney's fault, it was our fault. And because of that, I never ever will have that happening to me again. Only when I'm like ready to be like kind of not be let in, you know what I mean? When I really want to do something, I book it. I know you can't book a net, but then you just have to queue for it. But everything I can book, I book. Just in case, even if it's low season, I don't care. I just don't want that to happen to me again. I want to be able to have a table or to eat around the time that I kind of want to, that I've planned to. So that's why I always like make reservation. And of course you don't need to do that. You can go with the flow, especially when it's not like high peak season. But when you go in holidays, like we did, it's not the best idea to not reserve anything, especially like the popular places, I guess. I'm a planner, so I will never have this happening to me, as I said before, unless I'm ready to have it happen to me. You know, when I'm okay to search for a place and to be turned down at some places, then I probably would. But most of the time that's not me, and I will have things planned in advance for eating because I just don't want to have this experience again. I don't want to be like, because I'm already a fussy eater, so a fussy eater that can not choose from food, that's the worst thing ever. So yeah, that's why I always see my reservations for dinner especially are made. Lunch not that much because, you know, you have a lot of counter services in the parks and stuff. It's not really needed, but like dinner is for me always something I will book in advance. So if you go in busy periods, I will definitely recommend to book it in advance, because you just never know. If it's like crazy busy and you can't find a table, then it's not going to be a nice experience, especially with kids, with hungry kids. I was 16 years old, so I could kind of, go with the flow, but I could have imagined if I was like 12 years old or something, that I would have been so pissed off that I didn't have any food. Anyway, this was my little story time. I know it wasn't a long one, but I can't ramble on about the same stuff. I've probably said already the same thing 5 times. But end of the story is that I always book my restaurants now, and I would recommend you to do it as well if you don't want to have the same happening to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you ever had this kind of thing happen to you in Disneyland Paris, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!